In an age of lawlessness and despair,
Warhammer.
the empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand.
Like I say, it's set in Prague like it's real day.
Darkest hour,
it's a documentary.
From the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector counts in the process. The Imperial army marched to the rescue of the Kislevite capital, fighting Kul's army in a massive battle outside the city walls. Joined by mighty heroes from all across the land, Magnus defeated Kul in single combat.
I'll admit the archer was cool in this game too.
Horde was scattered to the wind.
Archers are good at Path of Exile because they're going to dash.
By the gods,
and the projectile.
And heralded as the true Emperor, Magnus returned to Nuln in triumph.
Emperor Magnus.
But even as the old world celebrated Magnus's victory, the Dark Gods were planning their revenge.
Alright, so there you have it. Warhammer Chaosbane Slayer Edition official PS5, PlayStation Plus Extra Games catalog. The long-awaited return to the ARPG specialty. Let's just go. Let's just go. It looks really cool. Having played Inquisitor, which I'm really happy about, I was stoked to play Warhammer Chaosbane. I'd actually, in my youth, been to a game workshop or two and painted a miniature and moved it around after rolling a die. Warhammer was always one of those games that had like such a unique, without even knowing the story, like it's just such a unique aesthetic, and it always made me intrigued to play the game. The tabletop game is pretty cool. Over the years, they made better and better PC games to kind of mirror the rule sets of the tabletop game. And as cool as Space Marines are, you gotta admit, Elves and Orcs and Knights and Wizards doesn't get any better than that. So, I don't have any options yet. I don't have any main menu yet. They like to throw you right in. Let's choose a class. This is always the biggest struggle for all of us action game mains, at picking the right choice. So, Empire Soldier, pretty basic, I'm assuming, right? We have no info to go with, you got to assume. He's got a sword and armor, and he's got a dumb look on his face, a shitty haircut. He's in a modern death metal band. You got the high elf mage. Hey, I like him already. The blue and the staff. Am I going to be a magic main? High elf, right? A nice slayer, the goblin orcs. Double axes, twin axes. He looks like he's got a power stance. Wood elf scout. Again, the bow. I like the green Alessa. Maybe she is fast. She's got long range. Dwarf engineer. I didn't really like what was that game called? Deep Rock Galactic. So I don't know if I'm a dwarf main. Maybe a net hack, but maybe not this. Witch hunter. Again, the guns. You know, steampunk pyrotechnics might be kind of fun. I think I already know who I want. It's a pretty clear no to both of these. Wood elf could be good. I might not know the type. Slayer, I bet, is brutal for action. But I mean, between a high elf mage and a soldier, I was actually looking forward to going melee. But you know what? I might want to blast spells. Just like always. So I think I'm gonna have to go with it. High Elf Mage. It's pretty clear. Damn, he stabs in the ground like Aquaman? Elven magic is known to be among the most dangerous weapons in skilled hands, and Elantir wields it with rare dexterity. Adept at discharging torrents of pure magic onto his enemies, he is able to combine powerful spells to control his opponents, thus devastating their ranks with ease. The High Elf Prince Elantir was exiled from Uthlan and now travels the old world in search of redemption. Proud and arrogant, he has become a master in the magical arts. Well, as if they didn't just create it for a big brain like me. Elantir, the High Elf Mage. Warhammer. Alright. Magnus's Curse. Chapter 1. That's what we want to do. Chapter 5. Chapter 6. I mean, look. Difficulty normal. Very normal. Very, very normal. Tomb Kings. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it from the prologue number 1, because what do I know? What do I know? So I'm willing to start out early.
The High Elves of Ulthuan are masters of the winds of magic, and none are more renowned than the High Princes of Safri. You were born to a life of great power and privilege, destined one day to take your place among the archmages at the Tower of Hoeth.
Was this game made for me?
Came easily to you.
Yeah.
So did your arrogance.
Look at his face, like these old Renaissance art, stained glass.
A magical duel that left your rival
my controller's
dead
red.
And one of your teachers crippled. As punishment for your recklessness and disobedience, you were banished from Ulthuan until you had atoned for your crimes.
Magneto!
Cast out with nothing but a few magical tomes and the clothes on your back, you journeyed to the old world in search of adventure.
Oh no, see, they cast me out. They should have kept me and disciplined me.
Meant little to you. Your
But they
people
cast
have been
me out.
fighting the dark gods and their armies for thousands of years. But then you learned that Teclis, Hoeth's greatest living archmage, had come to the old world
The
to offer
greatest
support
living
to
archmage.
Magnus and the Empire. Believing your moment of redemption was at hand, you rushed north to join the Imperial army.
This is pretty cool.
Magnus accepted your offer at once, glad for another mage to battle cool sorcerers.
Yeah, see, cool.
As the day of battle dawned,
They're like telling the story
you were
fast.
determined to prove your worth or die in the attempt. While Teclis shielded Magnus from the enemy's
Magneto!
spells, you fought cool sorcerers and demons with all the skill at your command. By the time the battle was over, you were a hero.
Hell yeah.
Magnus offered you a place in his retinue, a position of tremendous power and influence. Such trifles meant nothing to you. All that
Such
mattered was the
trifles.
opinion of Teclis,
I want
who could
truffles.
end your bitter exile with just a few words. And so you have chosen to travel to Nuln with the Imperial army, determined to win the favor of the High Lawmaster at any cost.
The High Law.
If that meant protecting Magnus from his enemies and rebuilding the ravaged human empire, then that is what you will do.
Wow. Warhammer Chaosbane Slayer Edition High Elf Mage.
It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark
That load
magic,
screen just like
treachery,
skips over the
and
spot.
war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds. And across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at
Morning
Kislev
brings no
leave you
comfort when you're
restless and
swimming
on
in your
edge.
blood.
Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations.
Shakes it to its
Foul
foundation.
magic curdles the air, and screams echo.
I
in the
honestly thought that
courtyard outside.
that soldier would be
The
pretty
tower is
cool.
under attack.
But you need a, I mean, how can you turn down a high elf? Sorcery is just so enticing. I didn't mean to hit start. He said skip. All right. I need a pause. We need an options. We got to okay. Whoo boy. All right. That's a big help. That's a big help. That's a big help. Let's see game options. All right. Enable vibration. That should be off. Shake intensity. Shake intensity. Let's disable the intensity. Help icons, names, HP, summons allies, elites. Damage, healing. That's good back. Graphics. No turning subtitles off. Okay. What about an audio? No. Okay. That's pretty good. Online game, options, manage, continue. All right, very good. What is this game called? Werewolf Chaosbane? All right. It feels smooth. Feels smooth. My guy moves. What about the D-pad? Or I mean, what about the right analog stick? What about my slots? Press X to change equipment. Very cool. This menu looks nice. High Alpha Lantier. He looks cool. I mean, I gotta admit, he looks cool. Change this stuff. L stick moves. Change it. R appearance. I don't have anything. They list all the gear you can potentially unlock. Weird. Change appearance. Is it just maybe as you level up you unlock it rather than collecting loot? I don't know. I'm just speculating. Skill points. Okay, very good. It looks like it's laid out well. This is where I'll cast my buttons. Okay, so far I have an X spell. What else? Status, attack damage, the chapters, and what's the deal with change combat configuration? So you have different build. Whoa! If you have different builds, you can save them right at the touch of the fingertip shoulder button. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right, pretty simple. X square. So X, I got a fireball already. Circle, triangle. All right. R1, L2, R2, and what does L1 do? Might be a red power up. All right, I got an L1 and I got an X. Good enough. I gotta admit, for an action RPG, they make them real fucking smooth. I wonder who the developer is. Nacon, and then official Warhammer. Is that me already? They're running.
Ungos, the tower is under attack.
Damn, look at the cannons. I gotta admit, this fantasy setting's pretty cool. And I love this top-down isometric style. I like fixed camera, and I like top-down, and I like isometric. I feel like you can see more of the map. And when you make things small, I even like 2D games and top-down games that are like really small. It makes it appear as if you can see more of the map. Man, these orcs are pretty brutal. They got like a real war-bringing style. I saw them run through that door, but let's just explore. The deadly wicked eagle. I think that playing some type of a fighter character would be fun in this. It's just a coincidence that I was so intrigued by magic. What's this tower? It all goes slow. Delirium. The Delirium realm. Alright, let's go up. Color scheme's good. Looks, graphically it's a bit torn a little bit, but you know me, I'm not a complainer. Alright, let's run. Wow, he's burned them. Damn, get fucked up, dude. Is magic top tier early on? Let's use this L1 again. What does that do? Can I check and see what it does? My skill. I hope that it's not an item. Oh, I hope it's not an item. I don't even have an inventory list of items to use. You would imagine that it was my red or white, right? Don't you think looking at that, looking at the icon in the lower left, the red and white are like some element of your mana? Oh, maybe white's health. See, I don't learn these things before I play. I just turned it on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. What happens when I press X? It seems like it's almost as though there's no mana cost even on the icon. Let's just keep pressing L1. I'll keep pressing L1 until it stops working, or I figure out what it does, and realize I never should have been using it this whole time. Or burn them. It kind of reminds me of like a top-down game like Crimson Land or Smash TV. Healing. Hey, explain it. When your health is low, use a potion by pressing L1. Fuck. You will need to wait several seconds for your potion to refill before you can use it again. So it is red mana. It's red mana. Press and hold to make sure that you read this. It's incredibly important. If you're injured, use a potion by pressing L1. Well, I'll press it right now, so that way the prompt goes away. Even though I don't need to. I'm a skillful mage. High elf of magic.
Thanks,
X.
Sigma, you're here.
Monsters are everywhere.
Upstairs.
Where's Magnus? It's upstairs. In the throne room. You have new equipment. Press touchpad to view it. I have new equipment. So, alright. So I just armored up. It's equipped. What happens if I press, let's see, unequipped change? What happens if I press appearance? I guess we don't care about appearance. And equip magic blade. I like how the sword in my left hand powers up the magic in my right. It's pretty funny. But I don't make the rules. I just exploit them. Skill points. When you level up, your character gains new skills. Accessible by the skills tab. Equip a skill to spend skill points. These points are reimbursed immediately when you unequip. Whoa! To equip a skill, Hey, this is cool. You need to spend skill points. These points are reimbursed immediately when you unequip the skill. So it's this idea of this is a good idea that I guess Diablo does as well, where you're gonna automatically gain points as you level up, and that like it like raises the potential for building and adding out elements of your character. That's cool, and you can kind of pursue this path toward your build, and then just kind of reroute it. That's why they give you those slots. That's why they give you those slots to make multiple configurations on one character. You don't have to redo or undo the same class. That's tight. You can just have like one game with each. I'm still pretty locked in place. I gotta blast them real quick. Damn, fire. Alright. You have new skills. Well, let's see. I have new skills. This is my new skill. It's automatically equipped. Basic skills. Change fan skills. What does that mean? Change. Blessing of Wisdom. Gold loot. Increased chance of finding. Do I get to use these? All experience gains are increased. You can't change your skills at the moment. Alright, odd. Go back to regular skills. And you go here. Unequipped or change. Advanced skills and basic skills. What about if I could try and select something or slot something there? You can use the D-pad on the menus. God skills. Cool. Alright, you see the cost. Okay, yeah, cool. I get it so far. What's my circle do? Damn, bouncing orb! This game's cool. Why would you want to play as a stupid soldier when you have this bouncing orb? Marble madness, dude. Doesn't really, has a mind of its own, though. You can cast multiple. Cast 2. 3. Damn, marble madness! And then I still strike with my sword. Do I want to go back down? No, Magnus is upstairs, you fool! Of course you want to go upstairs. This game's pretty tight so far. For an RPG, it's pretty pick up and play. Archetype ability. Elantir's archetype ability is Aether Manipulation. By tilting R in a desired direction, he uses the skill to control the position of various persistent spells. Nice. Shown by this symbol with the analog stick. Only the last spell cast will be controlled with the skill. Alright, cool. So let's blast him. Archetype skill, control certain spells, press circle, and control the projectile with R. Whoa! Whoa! You really get full fucking control, dude. IFC. Alright. What about if I cast a bunch of them?
Am I too weak to use?
It's only the last one. I'm only controlling the last one. Alright. Damn, but you could like curve the bullet.
Am I too weak to use my magic?
I'm too weak to use my magic. At least I don't get hit by my own spells. So white is the magic and red's the potion. For my health, for the blood.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul magics. The pale sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell.
Oh no.
Shouting a challenge, you prepared your counterspells.
This is so awesome.
The enemy struck first.
It's like a cartoon.
By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room, but these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors.
Oh no.
Led by none other than the infamous Heinrich.
The infamous.
You are under arrest for the murder of Emperor Magnus. Voss,
No, it was the other girl. She disappeared. I saw her.
Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress.
He's
here,
shouting.
he shouts. Only you.
This
and a
game is
real
awesome.
dead man. Confess your crimes, elf. Voss threatens. We will have the
Elf,
truth
he
from
threatens
one
me.
way or
You
another.
elf.
After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know.
Only a week.
But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once.
Oh no, another
This
high
is the
elf
work of
volunteer.
chaos, Teclis says.
This is the work of
Sorcery
chaos.
the darkest kind.
Oh yeah, they have those. It's like
This examines Magnus.
there's always the dark side,
He
the
lives
dark
thanks to
faction,
gods. The high elf says it
and they
must.
have those high elf, the
He's in
white
grip of a
mages,
powerful curse.
and then they
It is
have those
only a
purple
matter of
guys
time
too, right?
before he succumbs.
Chaos.
No one outside this room must
Chaos
know what
elves.
happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the
He's
Empire
still
lies
suspended in
our
electric
hands.
magic.
We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him.
Cool. Whoa. Only gonna
There are
talk this guy.
dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we
From
are
the
to
dark
find the
cult.
sorceress,
Command me, High Lord
Command
Master.
me.
your courage does you credit, young
Must be your
prince.
foes more
The
treacherous.
attack on the tower came from the sewers that
Close
stretch
the
beneath the
tunnels.
city. Your first task is simple.
Enter the tunnel.
Enter the tunnels and
Kill
drive
everything
the
in your
cultists
path.
back from.
Alright. Kill everything in my path. That sounds like an easy enough quest. And so this guy just comes in and takes the throne room from these Inquisitors after Magnus gets killed by this other lady who then disappeared. I mean, I'm following along. And now look, the parapets are glowing white and we've taken the fortress. And it's just ours. What does this say? It doesn't show enter the sewers, but I just went through there. I guess it just allows me to go back there because the area in the world is still open. What if I go in here? These are okay. These are areas. It's like a hub. I wonder why I would need to go back here, other than just the level is open. I see the arrow. It's pointing to like a gold door. That's probably where I gotta go. All right. Simple enough to me. I like that they don't really make me talk to all these town NPCs. I kind of don't need them. Let's go out through here. It looks cool. It feels smooth. Running around feels certainly smooth. You guys still shoot magic over their heads.
I'm not afraid of men.
Let's explore the town a little bit first. The sewers is just this gold door. If you're gonna make a game like this, so what do they do first? Controls are great. The story's there. It's exciting, and then it seems pretty pick up and play compared to some other RPGs, action RPGs. So they could easily sell people that are just curious about action games and might not necessarily know Warhammer or be ready to dive deep into like a really complicated you know, role-playing game, learning all the maps and the menus and stuff. This, in my experience, RPGs have been pretty intimidating, and I like, you know, regardless of whether I like the game or how good it is, I always like to pick up and play a game and try and learn as much as I can on my own and go as far as I can before really bumping into like questions and problems, and then I'll start looking stuff up. I don't want to. I'm not the type of gamer that wants to know the information or use a guide, you know, ahead of time. And I mean, with some of these RPG types, it's like good luck. So then they've set this game up for you to just follow like an easy main quest, a more linear path, and then you can get accustomed to the controls and fighting and your character, and worry about, you know, class and builds later. That's pretty smart. Energy management. Certain advanced skills require energy before they can be used. Don't have energy, can't use it. Seems fine. Regenerate energy by damaging enemies with basic skills. So some stuff's going to cost more than others. Let's say attack with primary skill. Press triangle to view your what? Energy recovery style. Oh, they're dead already. knows what foul beast we'll run into down here, and it's just like, just some rats and some bugs. What did it say? First, I want to know if this is a true pause. Second, it says, what your energy style? So the advanced skills are blue, and the basic skills are kind of brownish gold. What about those god skills? Control it. Yeah. Oh, burn them multiple times? Whoa! You can outmaneuver them. Oh, that's tight. And then cast a new one. Hey, this is cool. Hey, that's... Damn! Blast them out. That's cool. That's cool, dude. Twin stick this bitch. He complains a little bit. Well, I have potions. L1 is potion. I'll remember that. I need more pockets. They're not ready yet. These games are cool, dude. These games are cool. Let's blast this, see? Look, burn them. I guess you could even blast it in front of you. Damn, that's like Mortal Kombat when you turn backward and use the spell. He like hitting them behind the back. Rain and fucking Shang Tsung and Liu Kang.
My spells need more power.
Fucking doing combos behind the back. The ragdoll's like above your head in the corner. Damn, burning him, burning him. That is awesome. Damn. Double. The Buru. That's fucking tight. Looks cool. Like I said, it's smooth. It's really smooth. Let's just chase him again. Damn, you get fucked up by that spell. Kind of is like a bullet hell where you're supposed to look at the space between the enemies. You're not supposed to look at you're not supposed to look at like where your ship is or where the bullets are. You want to fly into the space. There seems to be a ton of guys though, like a lot of guys. And I guess if you had a melee character, you'd really want to be fighting them and blasting them a lot. And I guess killing humongous mobs of enemies is sort of the trope of Diablo and Path of Exile. And that's like gives you the most gear or the most experience. He auto-equips a lot of stuff automatically. I'll kind of let him... I'll let my character sort it out at first, and I can always look later. Yeah, it seems like there's tons of enemies and big mobs. That's like a commonality amongst ARPGs. It's interesting because in 40k Inquisitor, it was almost like less enemies and it was very tactical. Like you even had cover to hide behind. I mean, I guess they're using laser guns. They're not just using fire blasts. You know, it was a primitive weaponry. They could throw more enemies at you. That was their strategy. Where they had to conserve ammo. These guys are so dumb. I love that idea of controlling the spell. That is crazy. Damn, just like painting by numbers. Now, when they're smoking like that, that's just an effect. That's not a sign that I should pick something up. Damn, get shocked! Get shocked, dude! That's crazy. Marble madness. I love that idea. He throws behind. Damn, that is so Mortal Kombat. Let's go up here first. You're gonna get me? Think you're gonna get me from behind? From behind. Burning. So far, I like this choice. I like this guy. I'm curious about that big knight though. That's it. Curious about that big knight. Who else? The dungeoneer and the grenadier and the engineer. No thanks. But I mean, I bet dwarf is good. I bet dwarf and what is that? What was he called? I don't know. The knight, the most basic knight. I bet they're both cool. And Maybe that ranger girl. Can't get shocked. That ranger girl, I bet she's good too. If bow striking is fast, just try and blast him once. I was gonna say, in Path of Exile, I was playing like the yeoman or whoever it was, and I think the bows are what give you that dash. So being able to dash and shoot from far away was like a pretty good. Attacks giving you movement options. There's a lot of mobs down here. Yeah, there's tons and tons of enemies. It's almost like, because I guess that's what you want. You want to fight and get experience for your build. You don't necessarily want to just like walk around and explore as though it's like an adventure game. You really do want to fight. And the other thing I'm noticing is the maps, you know, they're kind of square, laid out the way that a Warhammer table would be laid out, like very you have the, it's like it's kind of square, but it's the paths and the walls and blocks where you have like the grid to move. That's pretty cool. Damn, he yelled. Damn! Light of the High Elf magic guides you, dude. Blasting him. You've unlocked something new. I've unlocked a square move. What is this? My boots. Cursed boots of perpetual dancing. Battle master. Blasted. Where do I want to go now? So he just says, go in the sewers and kill everything. Alright, simple enough. Let's use my square power. Oh, it's a warp.
I should wait some more.
You should wait some more. What if you need it now? What if you need it now? Damn. Let's bounce it in the
My spells
the big hallway, right? Get a lot of ricochet action going on. Walk through these 5 spell blasts if you want to come get me. Walk through these 5 spell blasts. I wonder if I could just hold this. I can just hold X, and it shoots us faster as much as it can. If I just hold this. What if you hold that shit? Alright, he's blasting. Man, they're coming from everywhere. I guess I haven't thought about healing much either. I hope there's an indication of like, if I'm about to get fucked up and die. Go use these blasts. I mean, staying alive seems to be a priority. So, I mean, using the circle power and running away, it seems so good. Am I wrong? I guess if it's effective, I'm not wrong. I don't want to go up that left path yet. Look how good that is. I like that they have the map as well, but I do like it in the corner. I don't know why people want to play with it over top of themselves. I guess because like the map's laying over top of the face of the screen. I guess it's because the dungeon is like somewhat procedural and somewhat random, and they're only playing the dungeon to try and get to an item, and it's like, hey, you kind of need to tell me where this fucking item is, otherwise there's no point to me being it down here. I guess that's understandable. And I guess you want to level up quickly when you're starting a new game and a new character. That is awesome. He just gets zapped. That spell lasts so long too. I think the controlling of it is so valuable. Bouncing off of that wall, damn. That is so cool. High elf magic, man. What's my square's my teleport? I hit like every button.
Wait some more.
I hit like every button. I'm used to, yeah, I was playing Elden Ring, so it's like I'm hitting circle to roll. I should wait some more. I kind of want to look at my inventory. I'm curious about all the gear that I picked up to see what he automatically equips. I'm coming out of the sludge. Yeah, pick it up. Pick everything up. I hope there's not like an inventory limit. Just bounce it in here. I saw that guy running and I thought he was just like an ambient graphic effect. I didn't realize he was an enemy on the ground. Wow, these guys are impaled on the spikes. Just this, they were standing there for so long, they allowed this mutagenic growth to pop out of the ground and stab them with spikes. Or their bodies put on there after the fact. The spikes grew and then they decided, this would be a nice place to put a body. Really tie the room together. Oh my god. Alright, we're going in. We're going in. Let me look at my let's look at my inventory first. Alright. Lagarath, Mage, Diadem, okay? What about this? What about this? It's plus, well, we're gonna plus this. Wait a minute, unequipped. That says that's equipped. It flipped them, it flipped them. It flipped them. Mage Tunic, Mage Tunic. Alright. What do I do with this then? You can drop it. Well, until I have, too many. Oh boy. Whoa. Sapphire, I already have it. Kodor. Critical, 13. High Elf. Of course we're going to do the High Elf. Alright, the blue is, look at all this stuff I have. So it auto-equipped something because I was wearing nothing. You know, I was naked, and then I became aware of my body, and I felt ashamed, and then the Lord knew I had eaten. Armor over time. I guess all we want is the plus 98. It's plus 9.8. That's to the armor and the defense. Max health, resistance. 5% speed bonus, though. Max health. I mean, sure, why not? And then that's so cool that the even the individual stats are shown, like plus 8 energy, but and a speed bonus, but your armor. See, I already have a max health buff and an armor buff, so this would be worse. That's very good. 52 armor. The same speed bonus, so that could be a speed bonus. Max energy speed bonus. Maybe I want the speed bonus. Let's see. Let's wait. What did I just do? I hit back. So that's my movement right now. All right. Maybe I want the speed bonus. Can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference? I think I want, I don't know, max health and max energy. I think I like the idea of max energy. But that speed bonus might be nice. Shoddy Ring, they're both equipped. Ooh. Siracy. 7 damage cost reduction. 11 damage over time. Cost reduction. That's pretty nice too. I think we're pretty good for right now. More Shoddy Rings on the on both my fingers. And then a simple amulet. So I'm guessing arbitrarily the swords are attack damage and shield is defense damage. Health regeneration and max energy, 11 damage over time, plus 4 to max. Health regen. I like damage. I'm a big damage main. I like doing big damage and really destroying things. I guess I don't have any really skills to explore. Attack defense. Wow. Okay, so I've got like no attack power and not even 200 attack and almost 2,000 defense. Okay. All right. We know where we're going to be pumping our skills now. Level 3, 458 gold crowns. Not just jewels, crowns. Actual crowns that you can wear on your head. And then, so defense includes your health. Alright. Winds of magic manipulation. And then the lore. Okay, I'm ready. Remember, X is fireball, square is teleport, and circle is marble madness. That's it? That's it? I did it? I beat him? So then I cleared it out. Alright. That was a relatively easy quest. Perfection requires patience, is that what he says? So then let's go tell this guy what I did.
I have scattered the vermin from the tunnels, High Lord Master,
Just
and
a bunch
driven them
of
deeper into the
just a
sea.
bunch of
I
rats,
do not
really.
doubt it. The servants of
flourish.
you handled the situation well, young
Turn to me when
prince.
you're ready. I'm ready now, dude. Quest rewards 1,000 experience. What else? 100 gold crowns. Maybe I can buy stuff. Who? See Teclis in his chambers, so return to him. Is that still him? That's Teclis? That's my dude?
There is grim news from the tower.
Tower. Large
Voss
group
has
of guards
learned
are
that
missing.
a large group of
Some
magic
No
cultists.
doubt they have lost their way.
Fine.
Someone needs to find them
Find
and
them.
try to get them.
So I'm going back into the tunnels. Alright, well, it's not the most glorious of quests, but I guess
My
it's something.
magic is not ready yet.
It's not ready yet. Okay? Patience is a virtue. It's not ready yet. And perfection takes time.
I'm not afraid.
So who else do I get to talk to? Now I'm wondering, like, where are the people where I can buy some stuff from and get some spells? What you want to do is burn quests and level up. I guess this game's got multiplayer also. Main quest, expedition, invasions. So I guess it's got co-op as well. Do big level dungeon crawling. Nuln. Chapter Nuln. The Lost. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Blow them up. They fall off. Wow, this game's cool. It's still going. Oh, and I don't need to turn around. I can just shoot behind me. I guess you can blast them a lot. You could blast to the sides, and it's like you can't get by me. These spells, I need more power. It almost. Am I correct in thinking it seems more linear than Inquisitor? And I wonder which one. I wonder which game they made first, because 40K is in the future. Stupidest comment I've ever heard. Do I have to explain that? Fuck. Well, this is in if this is the year. How is this the year 2301? I mean, we don't have elves and orcs in our fucking land. I guess we haven't got there yet. You think fantasy is, oh boy. You think that fantasy is, a reference to the past. Think again. It kind of seems really basic. Maybe, it seems really basic in terms of the gameplay. It almost feels like Gauntlet. It just doesn't really remind me of 40K Inquisitor. I think because that game, being poisoned. That game had you picking up like inventory items and equipment and gear to put on, and so that would change your stats. Like, what helmet do I wear? What glove do I wear? It's not necessarily. I mean, this game has that too. It almost feels like this game. It almost feels like this game. It doesn't really affect your build, your character. It just feels like it affects your stats. That's a stupid way of putting it. In this game, it feels like it just affects your like overall defense and overall offense. In that game, it really felt like it changed your character. I could be. I mean, I have to be wrong because I don't know anything about that game or this one. This game seems more about like power leveling up. Who's that guy? I can't see you in the red mark between oh fuck. The red mark between. What if I warp through you and then trap myself? This reminds me. All right, this reminds me of Crimson Land. You're not ready yet. Just blow these mobs. I mean, this really feels like. This really looks and feels like Diablo and PoE in a way that I think people would like. Let's make a bridge.
I should wait.
Oh, that doesn't bounce. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I should wait. They're getting confused, hung up on the realm. It isn't like it's not like I'm in danger of dying. These are just basic enemies. I like that they look like green orcs. I guess I could. if you were willing to stand still, you could just like anchor yourself on the X button to fire balls, and then you could control the analog stick of your circle spell with the right analog stick if you really wanted to. Like I'm using my right thumb to hold X and my left thumb to control the analog stick if you really needed to do that. You want to like go out there. But that's if you're safe enough to just kind of stand still. I kind of like firing behind my back and moving around, like I'm doing some like special Mortal Kombat combo. Yeah, Rain and Ermac doing combos behind the back. It's very much like a game, a pick up and play game, like Gauntlet. It's kind of a good way to describe it. You control smooth. I don't know. It feels more action, less RPG than it's a real shame. I played that game. I guess it's called Van Helsing. There are 3 of them. I played the first one, and it was a real shame. The stupid PlayStation stream menu starts muted by default. And the first time I ever streamed, I checked everything, and I said, okay, let's go. And I streamed that game for like an hour, and there's no commentary. It's just gameplay footage. So that kind of, the whole thing got fucking lost, but I actually liked that game and had fun playing it. And in that game, there was plenty of like, there was plenty of talking, which is what I didn't like, but there was also plenty of looting, which I did like, and the combat was fun. In that game, you have melee and projectile, I think on all character classes. So my guy had like a gun, he had twin pistols and a sword, so you can kind of use both at once. I almost feel like this would be more fun. I almost feel like this would be more fun with melee because it's kind of medieval. It's kind of like raw. I wonder if magic relates a little bit to science fiction, and the kind of melee medieval swinging relates to fantasy. And running through these mobs with a big sword, just ripping them like a crusader, that almost might be more fun. I almost feel like that, like, I don't know, is it my build or is it just the game? I don't know. It's doing everything right. I like it. I got a positive response to it. I'm wondering, like, is there anything... It's still the beginning of the game. They're just giving me some basic combat, Not everybody might be a virtuoso like me. Pioneering strategies with the most basic level 1 class. But, so they don't want you to die, I don't think there was a difficulty setting either. They don't really drop much, but if you're not going to be picking up like equipment to wear and really change your character and your stats, that's not the biggest of deals. That right analog control's crazy. Big cough and choke. I hear him going down here. Let's get out of here. So I feel like I'm running away a lot. Oh boy.
Requires patience.
Patience. So you could throw one at a wall as like a defensive shield and then just manipulate the other one. I don't want to corner myself. It seems like this game's so about the fighting. I'm almost curious to try a melee character. It might be more fun, because I don't really have like big spell blasts. Like fire burning through them, or like lighting them on perpetual fire. Or blasting them with lightning. But again, this is a game where the whole point is to level up and build something. And you get multiple configurations, and you can kind of like redo and undo how you spend your skill points. there's no you have like there's no wasting skill points towards something you don't want, because you can always like reattribute and reallocate them. That's an interesting concept. I think that's how Diablo works, where basically as you play, you level up.
Patience.
As you play, you level up, and you kind of unlock skills to equip. Like automatically, the progression is all right. At level 1, you get these 2 skills. At the next one, you get this other one, and you can just kind of do like a deck layout. So is it fun? As a game, it controls well, but as a concept, like I feel like I want it to start becoming something bigger. I kind of understand what I'm doing up until this point, so like, is it going to become bigger than this? And then the question is like, probably as you really start to level up your character and you get access to a lot of stuff. I don't know if it would be... See, in a game where, like, let's say you take a game like the From Software games, in a game like that, because you kind of start to level up, like in the beginning, you're just leveling up, I don't know, health or equipment burden, and then if you don't already know, oh, I want to get 18 decks right away to get this weapon, right? If you don't, it kind of starts to get expensive to level up later on, and you're kind of just pushing toward equipping this gear in those types of games. So finding the gear and getting the gear is how you really change your character mid-progression. Loot. So in this game, there's essentially no loot, because loot doesn't really affect the way you play, it just affects stats. Like in Nioh, I mean, loot is changing you all the time. New armor, new weapons you could find. So in this game, you know, how would you make the experience bigger and more exciting? You unlock powers along the way. I guess spending skill points is what changes your character. And how do you get them? I guess just by fighting. So then why am I doing this? They seem to like giving you the story. They like giving you the cool cutscenes. You're playing like an instance maybe. And I guess I could have chosen to start at a later level, Chapter 5 and Chapter 8. It would have been higher difficulty, depending on where you want to start with your character. If you know how to play and you know, like, I just want to like rank up real quick, or level up, I should say. Where did I go? Down or up? And I'm back into the sewers, and they say he's going to be lost. Did I just go through here again? Like, I'll admit, I kind of feel like I've done this before. It started to hit this point where it's like, okay, are you going to introduce the new element of the game, or is this the game? It's got the fighting part down, and then you wonder, what else is there? Yeah, maybe a melee character is the answer. I see those candles on the ground, I think they're gold. Maybe the starting on a later chapter. But, I mean, that would make it difficult. How would it change the game? How would it change the game itself? It's the first time I noticed my health and thought to use a fucking potion. And I like, the other thing that I like doing is accumulating a lot of loot and accumulating a lot of skill points, and then kind of splurging and spending them all at once. I don't like to pause every time I get one skill point just to put it somewhere. And I don't like looking at every piece of loot every time I pick something up. But I guess if you're really anxious to, again, you know your path and you're really anxious to... can I warp again? I can't warp again. If you're anxious to get a particular power, I'm sure you would know where it's coming. and you want to equip it right away. What about that other guy? Blast him. Where are you running to? Where are you running to? And he gave me some fragments. With an R. See, like, I've been down here already. I've been down in this map already. When you're playing a new game, and especially with a new player, you got to give them new territory all the time to make them excited. To make them excited to spend time exploring. As soon as it becomes familiar and routine, then they're just repeating. Still fun though. The other thing, because I was thinking, like, okay, so compare this to Inquisitor, what do I like more? And I thought, this seems better, but I think I liked Inquisitor more. And I thought, well, this probably seems better because it's the PS5 version. And Inquisitor got a real fucking made PS5 version. I bet that's tight. I bet that's awesome. And didn't they add a new class? I'm gonna buy them. I think they added a new class and new DLC. Yeah, I think that Inquisitor game was cool. You really feel like you could make a build. Like a unique way of playing that character. So there's a treasure chest down there. Do I not want to go up then? No, yeah I do, because it's giving this exclamation point to explore. I just did this map though. That's kind of a no-no. And they tell you go back in the sewer. Go back in the same sewer that you just cleared out because somebody went down there after you and then got lost. What a dumbass. Why would he do that? Oh, what does triangle do? I can flame breath. So I'm Scorpion now. Alright, flame breath, that's pretty good. You can use this power and then blow him. Play a claw style with your index pointer finger on the triangle button. Here we go. I don't think this gate was open last time. Nice camera, dude. Nice camera, and I can't see the enemies hitting me. That's fucked up, dude. What are you guys thinking? That is a big fucking no-no. That's a big mistake. This is a big mistake right here. A huge mistake. Man, I wish I fucking had it. Let me tell you something. I really fucked up, right? I was playing Ghost of Tsushima off stream. You saw me beat that little cunt Ryuzo. Well, you fight him again in that game. You fight him again. You fight him a second time. And boy, oh boy, was it the same as the first. Cursing and swearing, frustrating. And I'll tell you what. There's even... You remember when I'm fighting him? And I'm complaining about... The embankment by the rocks, that little hill, and it cuts the camera. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. In the second fight with Ryuzo, there's like, you're in this square dojo, and there's an invisible wall keeping you out of bounds. Keeping you in bounds, I should say. But there's a pillar. There's a pillar, like a graphic. A fake piece of architecture, not necessary for the structure of this virtual level, and that thing will get in front of the camera, and you cannot see behind it. And because Ryuzo's parry indicator and dodge indicator are on his sword, and they're not like on the screen, it's not part of the heads-up display, that pillar will block, that fucking pillar will block his swords and the indicators. So he'll do a parry move, and you won't be able to see it because the pillar's in the fucking way. And I fucking videotape myself beating him, and there's like so many cutscenes after that fight. You kill him, you kill Shimura, you kill a girl, like just endless cutscenes of you killing all your friends that I forgot to fucking clip it. Oh well, such is life as a content creator. Shit doesn't... You realize this shit doesn't even fucking matter. I mean, it's not art. Just stick it in your mouth and eat it. Blast this motherfucker. What is this red? So many times he like doesn't want to so many times he doesn't want to shoot the barrel that he's locked onto. What's this R1 do? Oh, lightning, huh? I feel like I can only really use one spell at once. I bet you on mouse and keyboard, like Diablo Immortal, they're like, we're gonna make tons of ways to play. You can play with the gamepad and you can play with the mouse and keyboard, but you can also play WASD to move, and I thought, I bet that would be the best way to play. I would love to have real-time movement on a keyboard with access to all my spells at once. Because pointing and clicking and moving around, I get why it's good and I get why it's cool. And I get why people like it if people don't want to play it like an action game and they just want to point and click. I totally get that. And, I bet pulling up menus and managing your inventory, not like, that's probably that's probably the main benefit. So am I crazy, or is this spell just the greatest one ever? Because I can do shit like this. Why do I want to use my lightning blast? Oh, because it's fast. Hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Yeah, like, pointing and moving with the mouse and keyboard, I'm sure that's fine. And even aiming particular attacks, yeah, that's fine too. But I bet managing menus is just probably easier. And sorting loot. Why am I standing next to these guys? So I like that. I like that. And it's on the shoulder. Whoops, that was a total mistake. I worked through a wall there. So they don't like lightning. They get scared and shocked. And they run away. I mean, I have 5 ball lightnings that I can control with my mind. How are you going to say that's not a good spell? And then, so R1, that's a good idea. While I'm using ball lightning, use R1 to blast them, because I can still control that with my right hand. Using like X or triangle with ball lightning isn't really going to be as possible. And also, electricity versus fire depends on what people are weaker to. Electricity is certainly the coolest. Let's break this guy quick.
Damned cultist.
It's a trap. Try too many.
They took them. Anyone still
Drag them in the darkness. Alright. Leave the dungeon. So he died? Leave the dungeon? I came all the way down here just to have them tell me to get out. Yeah, you can't move while attacking. I think that's on purpose. I think that's on purpose. That game, can I zap him from... Ooh, damn, I can! From far away, if I'm targeting him. Alright, so R1 auto-targets. Okay. Alright, the build is getting built out. The build is getting built out. I just need to target the enemies, and then I need to remember to still move around. I need to remember to still move around. What the hell was I gonna say? I lost it. I lost my train of thought. It's probably just something derogatory. We can let it go. The game looks cool. Let's break these barrels and get out of here. Leave the sewer. They like sent me all the way down there just to find this guy, and he's like, I'm dead. And it's like, wait a minute. The entrance is just beyond this door. But I guess he was too weak to fight his way back there. Speak with Tectolus. There are all these townspeople. They don't seem to, We're not going to get rid of these, high mark... Isn't that like the orc symbols, or is that... Maybe it is the Imperial Inquisitor. I don't know. I don't know the real story behind Warhammer. I just know the look of the armies. Tectolus, what do you think, bud?
I found the lost soldiers, High Lord Master, but it was too
late. Blundered into an ambush.
The men were alive when...
So I was told. What were the cold...
Not prisoner.
Sacrifice. Take prisoners
We
for
must
sacrifice.
do everything we can
Prevent it.
to
Make
prevent
preparations
this.
and tell me when you're ready. Make preparations and tell me when you're ready. Get the crown. I get Collector's Guild. Visit the Collector's Guild. Press and hold. Donation? What? What is this? Disciples 2? That's a great game you should check out. Wasn't there a Disciples 3 that came out? So some of these games, just because they look like top down like this, some of them are very action oriented, and then others of them are very RPG oriented. I almost wonder if the RPG would be better. I wonder if what's good, the building, the character building. Like, I want to enable my character to have this equipment, have these abilities, use these powers, and have these attacks. That's what we're trying to build. I think that's the fun of this type of a game. Maybe this reading the story and talking to people, for me, no thanks. Just give me the quest. But even a simple action, you want to like accomplish. You want to, accomplish things and build your character so you can fight with them in different ways. Cool. The banners hang down.
There is no time to waste. Even as we speak, the cultists
Sacrifice.
could be prepared.
Consider it done, High Lord Master.
Yeah,
The enemy will do everything in their power to keep you from reaching the captives
Choose
in
battle
time.
wisely. Save the prisoners. Let's go through my inventory. I have a lot of helmets now. Damn, a shitload of armor. I kind of like this one. Oh, what happens here? All right, let's sort through it. And then before I go into another dungeon. I like that. Less armor, loot plus 20 loot quality. Ooh. More armor, counterattack damage. Armor, max health, max energy. That's way better than it, right? Almost completely better, yeah. Counterattack damage. I think I'm a big defense main. I'm going to inadvertently become a defense main. What about this? Do it up. What about this? What about this? My trousers. Sure, do it up. What about this? Armor, max health. Resistance. That's speed bonus. I kind of like this. Armor and health. Max energy, speed bonus. I wonder if I want this speed bonus. We'll look for health and speed. Max health, max energy. I like that speed bonus. Everything's better. Everything's better. Shoddy ring. Max health again. Loot quality. Critical hit chance and cost reduction. How come there's two rings? Some are left rings and some are right rings. How come I can't Oh, you can wear... Okay. You can wear two rings on two fingers, and it's the same menu. It's just which do you want equipped. That's odd. Alright. Because this one says equipped. Shoddy ring. Let's look at this. I'm on my top ring. +1 critical chance. I'm on my bottom ring. It still says that. Alright. You have two menus for two fingers. It's the same shit. Critical hit chance and cost reduction. Do I want to be max health? I think we're going to look at, I want this one. And I want this one. Now, how do I do this? You can't... How do I unequip it? Let's unequip my rings. Alright, we're going to do this. Max health. And then... loot quality. Did I do that right? Yeah, it did. Weird. Okay. Rings are a little bit weird. Just do it up. What about this now? My amulet. Simple amulet. Damage over time. Extra gold. I don't know. Damage over time. Ah, that's tough. I think I'm going to go damage. What about all my spells? I haven't really unlocked anything that I don't know how to use yet. What's the deal here? Okay, so the left path is all of your attacks. Those are your skills, and then the right are your passive skills. It says fan skills, concentration. I only have one. What does this say? Energy regeneration is increased while static. Interesting. I'm pretty much moving around a lot though. Anything else? And I level up automatically. I don't really get to choose much other than what I wear. Let me see if there's a place where I can put some of my gear away. Unless I just want to sell it, drop it. What is this? Wait a minute. So that door, the golden door is the quest door. So what is this up here? I can go down. What are they doing to this poor guy? He's just like, maybe they're trying to do something nice and save him. They're not sacrificing him at all. How do I know that I'm not the bad guy? I want to know where my I want to know where my hideout was. You can train on them and attack them. Is this my headquarters, my HQ? Just kind of like where I started in my chamber. It's interesting how in that tutorial I cleared this whole place out, and then all the rest of the town just moved in. I really helped out a lot. So what do I do with all this shitty loot? Do I sell it or do I just drop it on the ground? Make a donation? I don't think so. I need to know what to do with this shitty loot because I'm kind of going to run out of space. My inventories are maxed out. You can drop some stuff. You can drop some stuff. I just drop it on the ground and leave it there. See what happens. Main quest. Oh, those are other areas to go out of. That's another spot I've been to too. Because I don't really care, let's see what happens if I just drop it all here. Let's see what happens if I just drop it all here. Like, look, drop. What happens if I drop this? And it's just here? There's no way you're supposed to just put this shit here. Main quest. This game's okay. I'm wondering where all the excitement is. I kind of feel like I've done this already. It fell off quick. Save the prisoners, 0 of 7, and it's time. All right, you may have just lost me. You may have just lost me. Let's burn them. Okay, wow, they go down fast.
Am I too
They go
weak
down
to
fast.
use my magic?
Oh no, I'm too weak to use my magic, my fire. So I like this burning.
My spells need more power.
Oh no, so I can't even use it anymore. That fire breath really blows it out. Oh no, that's no good. Alright, I need more mana. I need more mana. So I can blast them. Save the prisoners. Maybe it's a speed run then.
You saved my...
Yeah, don't you want to talk to me? Maybe I should just warp through. Maybe I should just run and save them. Maybe that's the whole way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not the way. I gotta find them, too. Let's burn them. I can't spend a lot of time in here. Because I'm not really supposed to be fighting these guys. I'm supposed to be saving them. I think the game lost me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the game lost me. As far as, you know, what I'm doing, I'm looking at this screen and I'm holding a button. You know, I kind of feel like I've done this 3 times now. It's not really becoming new. The experience is becoming new, and I'm getting new spells. This fire breath runs out of mana way too soon. I'm still using my orb. I like the lightning. I'm not on track to really save these prisoners anytime soon. I almost feel like maybe I should just ignore these guys. Let's try this. Let's try a different strategy.
Perfection requires patience.
Where do you think that they are? Oh, use the speed bonus gear. I wonder if they'll run out of memory to put guys on the screen, or if they'll just stop like talking to me. Stop talking to me? You know what I mean. Where do you think they all are? There's two more. Alright, the exclamation point. Look, there's a chest here. Make them warp. That warp is good. They're not really attacking me. They know who they're messing with. They know how high level I am. Oh boy. I can't reach them. Alright, big mobs. Let's burn them. And then warp out when I don't have the power.
My spells need more power.
All my spells. Can I save them yet? No, I gotta blow them.
My spells need more power.
What can I do? Oh, fire and lightning. Alright. Different mana, right? Or am I wrong about that? I feel like this game needs more exciting music. It's like, get exciting and bombastic. Take a look at Darksiders Genesis. Like, really get me hyped up. It's a little bit too calm. It's got the action. I mean, I like everything about it. I want them to do more. I like everything about it. I want them to do more. It needs to be more exciting and bigger. I'm stuck.
My life does not deserve such a sacrifice.
So they reminded me to,
My magic is not ready yet.
I like he's got a tendril. Maybe this sci-fi atmosphere is better. Like aliens and laser guns. Oh shit, he blew up. That's cheap. And there's only how many guys?
I won't.
Shut up.
You.
Any gold? Where else? Warp through. So yeah, I guess run to them.
My magic is not ready.
My magic isn't ready. Keep your hand on the square. Let's go up here first. Oh, I can't free them if they're around me. That sucks. All right, I'll do this.
Serve my energy.
Blast him. And what do? I recover mana when I'm standing still. He wants to pick up instead of blasting. That's fine. That's fine.
I won't.
I guess if you have, I wonder what dictates how often you can heal with a potion. Let's get him out here.
My spells need more power.
You.
I guess it's good that I know my way around this dumb dungeon, so I can figure it out. Maybe there's an infinite amount of inventory space, and it was just like, by default, 5 spots on the screen until you get more. Because I'm not dropping anything. Why would you need to drop stuff just to get rid of it? So you can shock them. Shock me! You can shock them.
My spells need more power.
I don't know if the fire and the I don't know if the fire and the lightning use different mana or what. They probably cost differently. It's not like a separate gauge. Boom, all saved. Alright, leave the area. I feel like the game, I like it, it's fun, it's good. I feel like There are other games that were bigger and more exciting, even if they were not necessarily ARPGs. Like Darksiders Genesis is just kind of this like beat 'em up action game, you know, or you know, something like Nioh or something like PoE. Whether it's an ARPG, an action game, if it has that character building element, that's really what we're comparing. I even would say Inquisitor, 40K Inquisitor is like a bigger game than this. I think this, you know, it's definitely a 7, maybe a 7.5. Yeah, I'd probably say like 7 out of 10. The concept is a bit small, though the execution's there and it's fun. It's, you know, it's good, it's fun, I like it. The execution's there. Maybe it's just I don't know. There's almost a lack of the RPG. There's like a lack of the RPG element of the story, but I'm the one who complains about all this stuff. I'm the one who complains about, I don't want to have to talk to a character to get a quest. I don't want to have to go to a merchant to manage my inventory. I don't want to have to listen to an NPC talk in an Old English accent to learn how I'm able to, you know, forge the right weapon. Just make it a straightforward game. And then that's what this is. Is it that the action's not exciting enough? I don't know. It's in that realm, 7, 7.5. I feel like I always err on the side of the caution and rank it lower. I mean, I'd recommend playing it, and I'd definitely recommend renting it.
The captives have been freed, just as I said they would.
You have done well. The Chaos Gods withhold their gifts from those who fail them. Now is the time to press our advantage.
Improved skills. It's a more powerful version of a skill, but costs more. I almost feel like I need more mana. Speak with them again. I don't know necessarily that I want to speak with them again. I don't know necessarily that I want to speak with them again. That might be it. I think I kind of get the point. Do you want to quickly start over and choose a new character? I think I'm willing to do that. Change difficulty. Loot quality, experience bonus. Woo. Oh. Jeez, I'm only a quarter of a percent of the way up, and I'm already on very hard. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the idea, to level up fast. Well, before I decide to level up fast to, oh, it's locked. That's interesting. Maybe that's the idea. Maybe I'll try that, manage players. Empty slot. No, that's wrong. Maybe I'll say quit. Return, and maybe I'll try that. I think I'm willing to do that. Why don't I say change hero, create Empire Soldier or Slayer. I think Empire Soldier could be cool. Let me see him. True Bastion against Chaos. Volan uses his shield and military strategies to turn his enemy's powers against them. The more his attackers try to overwhelm him, the more effective he becomes, decimating hordes of wretched creatures with formidable counterattacks. Conrad Volan is a veteran of the mighty armies of the Empire and has known only war, cynical and contemptuous. He is unrivaled in the art of combat. Let's do that. Play, change difficulty. Why don't I change difficulty? Well, I don't know. I want an even comparison. We'll just do very normal. Play. Jump into 5? Yeah, fuck it. We'll jump into 5.
There was a time when an emperor ruled in Nuln, and the Empire was at peace. But that was long before you were born. Soldiering is the only life you've ever known. Your father was a swordsman in service to the Elector Count of Reichland. By the time you were 15, he was dead, and his sword and armor passed to you. You've lost count of the number of battles you've fought.
I like how they get that
Victories,
rage on
others
their
defeats.
face.
Most were fought over the same barren hills and empty villages, year after year. You rose through the ranks, replacing men who'd fallen along the way. Then came the news of the Chaos Invasion. Panic
They're wailing and
spoke of the end of
screaming.
the world, and you feared they were right. With the Empire divided, who could stand against Kul and his horde?
He's still wailing. It's like a cartoon.
Stepped into the breach. His name was Magnus, and he called upon the warring Elector Counts to stand as one and drive back the Chaos Horde.
Man, even in Marvel 3 is cool.
Listen, but this time was different.
Although an
Magnus's
MVCI is
message
just a
spread
function.
like wildfire across the Empire. Within weeks, you and your company were on the march, joining the growing army as it headed north. Not even a lifetime of battles could prepare you for the night.
Well, I'll say that I'm really glad I played this one and tried it. I have a good opinion of it. I think it's good. I think it's a 7 out of 10. I think the concept needs to be bigger, and I think Inquisitor does that. It definitely does that. I wonder in what order they were made. And it might get more intricate. The combat might get more intricate later on in the game. You can get bigger hordes of enemies, different combinations of enemies, depending on your character and your friends. If you play co-op,
defending the Empire from its foes is
what
the
your
only
builds are
battle worth fighting anymore.
You know, I think it's solid. They got a good base. Whoa, Sands of Time. You know, let's try a melee. Maybe melee's fun.
Had been won, not just through courage and skill at arms, but through the contributions of human battle wizards, hastily trained by Lore Master Teclis and his high elf companions from Ulthuan.
Teclis.
By the time the war was over, it was clear to Magnus that for the old world to survive, the winds of magic must be harnessed in service to the Empire. And so, as the army returned to Nuln, plans were laid to gather novice wizards from all across the Empire and create a repository of arcane knowledge that would become the Colleges of Magic at Altdorf. Lord Fenrir has asked you to join the college's most dangerous and ambitious mission to date, a research expedition by the newly
skeletons
founded
marching through the
to
desert.
The undead kingdom of Nehekara.
Nehekara, say that again?
The expedition, led by Professor Johannes Dürer, has already reached the Nehekaran city of Bel Aliad. Dürer is preparing to explore the crypt of the priest king.
So that's a concept. You crank the difficulty to level up faster. I like that idea.
On all sides, and is in dire need of help.
Dude, look at the cackling skull.
Braving a long and dangerous path, you will join Dürer in Nehekara. Your task is to protect the expedition and help recover any treasures.
So how many people who play the Warhammer video games play the tabletop game? Or do they know, do they read about it on a wiki to learn everything? Use L to move. Alright, this feels a little bit more like, damn, this music's a lot more bombastic. This feels a bit more like Van Helsing. Alright, fuck them up. That's the only thing though, you're going to be standing in place attacking. You're going to be standing in place attacking. But I don't know, maybe it's more up close and personal. I'm already in this instance. Whoa, that R stick is a shield bash. Okay. I like him, he seems ruthless. Kill enemies. Maybe I do want to crank the difficult. I can't yet. Fuck! Fuck. Healing. I know that already. I'm a master of healing. Prevented healing. Kill enemies. Well, let's find them. Well, there's loot in here, though. There's loot in here. Damn, maybe I should have done a higher difficulty. I want to level them up quickly and get a quick power. I guess you get to level 3 pretty quick. Let's see. They say kill enemies, and then no one even wants to brave the desert to fight me. Let's go find some guys. Oh, no. And then there's... Wait a minute. They're in the sand? They're just these little brats in the sand? I like the idea of just standing still and holding X. You're fighting these little scorpions and termites. I'm being poisoned. Sinking into the sand is an inadvertent graphic effect that adds to the aesthetic, but really it's just bad texture modeling and level placement, level floor path placement. I wonder what engine this is. It's probably their own engine. Hey, and I want to play that, what's the game everybody talks about? Dark Tide? Everybody says that shit's the bomb, but then they all play it, but they complain. I mean, shut up. It's probably awesome. I want to play that game. Is that on PS5? Because I'll play it. It's like a first-person action RPG. That sounds tight. That sounds awesome. Blocked? Oh, no. This guy needs a new power quick, and I just got one. Alright. Circle spin. I like that. I think that I would be having more fun if I had my electric-eyed ball lightning right now, though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so excited about my character or leveling him up. What would it be? You're like in a hurry to kill enemies and level up. I guess it's because I'm not, story is a big motivator for me. So because I don't know the setting of Warhammer, it's not like this is a uniquely written character. He's like, not generic, but general. A general character. Like this guy's, this guy's a warrior. Let's get into Big Mob. Damn, this guy's the warrior. Spin him around. You're stuck getting hit by these guys. Bash him. You're stuck getting hit by them. Yeah, like I don't know who my guy really is. I guess that was a part of Darksiders Genesis as well. You kind of knew who your characters were. They had a story, and so the levels were a quest. Archetype is Shield Smash. I figured that out. The levels were a quest to accomplish something in their story, not necessarily like an instance to level up your character. And I'm getting, that's so bad. I'm getting railed by these archers. And I have Square. What does Square do? Okay, that's my movement charge. That's my movement charge. You have unlocked the ability. Yeah, I get it. I've done it. I don't think this guy's that exciting. What do I do? Quit and play a dwarf? I mean, fuck. I don't think he's that exciting. I think it's the same old shit. Reach the base camp. Do I have any gear? Select the gear slot. I have some. It's equipped. What about this? 6 damage. Critical hit damage. I like that. Max health cost reduction. Oh, max health cost reduction? Let's be damaged. Let's do a damage main. I don't need health. I can heal. So I like bashing through them. That's not bad. You walk away. I don't know. I kind of get it. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what I want to do. I want to quit. And I want to, what do I want to do? I want to quit. I want to try that Slayer. What about, well, so what I'm saying is, I think that projectiles are better. Because you can move and shoot. I don't know. It's like almost like playing it like a twin stick game. Let's change the difficulty to very hard. Fuck it. And then let's change hero, create, and then let's create a Slayer. I am curious about the Wood Elf. I think you should do the Wood Elf. I think I'm going to do the Slayer. Let's see this guy. Slayers are formidable fighters who constantly seek tougher duels and ever more dangerous opponents. Braggy is one such Slayer, and certainly among the toughest. The longer the battle, the fiercer his rage, which fuels the strengths of his blows as he cuts through hordes of enemies and withstands their attacks. A Slayer lives and dies for glory and redemption. Honorable and fierce, braggy, axe biter. First, let me say, he lives and dies for glory and redemption. How do you die to be redeemed? You should live for glory and die for resurrection, so that you could live again. Anyway, honorable and fierce, braggy, axe biter, not to be confused with his second cousin, deep throat pillar biter, never shies away from a fight with the most dangerous enemies he encounters. And the difficulty's been changed to very hard. Difficulty's been changed. Very, very difficult. Very difficult. Let's play. Let's just go to level up. What is that, 6?
As a young dwarf in the great city of Karazakarak, you were taught the legends of your ancestors. Ever since,
you're screen tearing on a cartoon.
The day when you could win fame and glory of your own and restore the luster of your much diminished clan. When High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer called for warriors to aid Kislev during the Great Chaos Invasion, you were one of the first to pledge your service. Along with your father and your younger brother.
Now I am curious about the engineer
marching eagerly to
and that other dumbass guy with the gun. I think maybe if you could combine melee and projectile, it's too useful. It's too useful. All right. I mean, like I say, I'll let you do it. It's smooth. It's fun. It's well built and it works. It's enjoyable. I like it. I have a good opinion of it. So, how grandiose will it be? If you're into Warhammer, if you like ARPGs, see, I don't know. I almost feel like it's more of a straight-up top-down action beat-em-up than an ARPG. Because where's the RPG? I mean, you switch the inventory around and it changes the stats, but I don't feel like your character's changing. When I change my equipment, I don't feel like my character changes.
It was a deed worthy of legend, but not even Grimnir himself could have fought his way through so vast a horde. Your reckless charge was driven back at a bitter
All right, I
cost.
kind of get it. I get it.
You there? Have you come to take me to Magnus? I've been waiting for an audience with the Emperor-elect. I must speak with
Magnus? Well, he's busy.
Look at this guy.
Yes, I remember you now. You were with the army at Kislev.
He's like...
Thank the gods. You know
just like
the dangers of which I speak.
Got through this 3-day weekend bender, and now he's like booting and rallying with his mohawk and his shorts.
When Magnus off, then what eats up?
You Zelda move. You got it, buddy. What's my power? Whoa! He's got a grapple hook. Listen, this game is interesting. That's what I'll say. It's interesting. When are you gonna teach me how to heal? That's pretty... I recommend you try this game, and then I also recommend that you try all the characters and just see who you like. Because every character I try makes me want to try the others. That's what I'll say.
Falk was right. There is more here at work than just the plague.
I guess that's good.
Nurgle's foul work.
I guess that's a good idea. It makes you feel as though you can try out a lot. You're not like locked into a build and a class. So don't fret so much about the class. All right. He swings faster. He swings way faster than that stupid, you know, High Emperor Knight or whoever. This guy swings way faster. He also moves fast because he's so short. He's got that little legs. Do the little like Flintstone. Just tap your feet. Rev up speed. And then hook away. You can hook into the... I like that. You can hook into the enemies instead of blow past them. Dude, I had a feeling. This Slayer's way cooler than that shitty little too-tall knight. Lanky doofus. I knew it. I knew it. Teach me about skill points. Teach me about skill points. Alright, what's my circle do? He throws it a little bit. You know? He's angry, he's a little hungover, he throws up a little bit. I'm on the ship. I know about healing. I invented healing. I told you that with the last character segment. I invented healing. Can I go up there? No, not really. So your circle is like your rage attack. He just gets pissed off. You can aim all around. And you gotta get at it. Damn, look at this guy. Look at this guy getting pissed. And remember, I'm on high difficulty. I'm on high difficulty. I'm on high difficulty. I'm on high difficulty. Maybe that's why I'm leveling up more. Just stand still. You want to move. Throw him away. Throw him again. Bait him on the steps. Oh no. Gotta use a big melee. Alright, all those cows go broken up. Hey, alright, so this is something I never tested before. Is this inventory menu a real pause menu? So let's see what I got. If I have anything, I probably don't have that much. I haven't picked much up. I must return to the fight. Yes, he's Irish. You know, big Irish gay. And so he likes, you know, he likes to party hard, you know? We'll have a party, 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 party. You know, Andrew WK. It's his lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that. Pick these up. I mean, is the looting fun? I don't really care about the looting. You don't get that much, and it doesn't really matter. It just affects your stats. So then it comes about goofing around with the character. I feel like beyond your first combat encounter, the game just doesn't really go anywhere. So maybe I'm wrong, but just the build. Maybe that's why I like PoE even, because it gives you this quest, and it's like, all right, while I'm building my character, I can go on a quest, and you know, the Souls games are like that as well. I just need some adventure. Maybe that's what I need. I don't need story. I need adventure. If I happen to be adventuring through the story, what happens to the character, the cutscenes, you know. But like, why am I going through this level? So you can press the attack button and see the numbers on the screen. I don't know about that. My blood rush. Manage your heals. Look at your healing. Look at your aiming.
What a sweet death!
Damn, from far away. From downtown. Look, they run. Not going nowhere. Archetype abilities is chain. I've been using the archetype ability 1,000,001 times. Slayerbane. You don't want to get you don't want to get Eiffel Towered by these guys. Alright, new ability, Bastion, square. I think that, what is that, like a rage attack? It seems like it just boosts me. Activated your ability. I can pause and look at it. See what it does. Still managing. I'm still managing, holding X. I feel like I'm not looking at my guy and I'm not moving around.
I need to fight.
Still have my buff.
I've lost the blood rush.
And remember, you can hook him. You can hook him. So let's see. What is my square? What is my square? Last Bastion, let a war cry grants a maximum health bonus to all players, generates energy and rage. So, generates energy and rage. Okay. Not bad. I have a helmet. Anything else? Any other doubles? No. Maybe a pendant? Critical hit chance, damage over time. Alright. This guy seems pretty basic. I don't know. What do I think? He's interesting if you get... I don't know. I think that I like the shooting. I think that I like the shooting. I think that I like the shooting, and I almost want to try... I almost want to try that... Not the engineer.
You'll never take me like that.
Oh, shit.
Me.
I almost want to try the, What's his face with the gun? Let's kill this guy and do it. Let's kill this guy and do it. You'll never take me alive.
You'll never take me like that.
Never take me alive. Let's see. Let's try these characters. Let's try these characters. You know, like they say, I'm here. Change hero. Create. So Soldier's whack, Mage is tight, Slayer is also very good. I think the Scout would be very cool. What is the Engineer? I want to try the Witch Hunter. What does the Engineer do? Is he another melee guy? He kicks the machine, and it's a she! She has a gun and a big hammer. What the fuck is up with this? Keela is an outstanding and uniquely ingenious fighter. Her combined mastery of engineering, hydraulics, what? Explosives and alchemy make her a fearsome opponent both melee and ranged combat. I bet she's pretty secretly cool. And with her varied arsenal, she can unleash devastating power upon her enemies. I think that she would be pretty cool. I mean, big hammer, explosions, lobbing grenades. Too bad I'm going to do a witch hunter. Fighting the creatures of chaos is no easy task. The ability to rapidly change stance is crucial for adapting to any situation. As a ruthless hunter, Hater wields his weapons with deadly accuracy with sharpened blades and loaded pistols. He can strike down the chaos hordes before purifying them with the sacred fire of Sigmar. Should have been Sinjmar. Jurgen Hader chose to defend his convictions by joining the much feared and respected witch hunters. He ensures law and order is maintained in the name of Sigmar and is primed to jump into action at the slightest suspicion of corruption. There is zero tolerance for any affiliation. Boy. Oh my god, I'm falling asleep with this boring ass story. Zero tolerance for any affiliation with chaos in the Empire, and the sign of corruption will be smote with Sigmar's ceasing flames. I mean, just have a campfire and have some Hershey's and marshmallow already. Do we care? I mean, come on, create. Change difficulty to very hard. And then, play. Let's try the tombs again.
The people of the Empire have good reason to fear the night. As darkness falls and the twin moons rise, they bar their doors against the evil forces lurking in their midst. Witches, sorcerers, mutants. From the primeval forests of the Reichwald to the cobbled streets of Nuln, they practice their forbidden rites, offering up the souls of the innocent to appease their dark gods. Only a rare few have the courage and skill to hunt these heretics, countering their foul magics with cold steel and
Guy looks cool, he's like a pirate.
They are known as the Witch Hunters. The Empire's Witch Hunters are holy men.
But who says these witches are bad?
The land of heretics.
Yeah, they say they're holy. They're the ones decapitating people. How holy is that? You go to confession afterwards?
It is a dangerous and demanding profession, and you are a master of your craft. You were in Nuln when news of the Chaos invasion reached the city. Many feared that the end of the world was at hand.
It's cool their stories link them together with Null and Magnus and Tectidus.
And raised an army to resist the invaders. The call went out across the land for the Witch Hunters to join the cause. Soon, you were marching north with the rest of the army. As a witch hunter,
we got it.
We
got it. We'll do this desert level again.
The Great War against Chaos had been won
by Sigmar.
What do I... Oh, Rapier! Alright, Rapier. What about my, What about my elf? For once, they're gonna have to teach me about my elf. Oh, damn! Change stance! My Rapier. And then I run out of guns. You gotta hold it down. Hold it down! Alright. Look at these guns. Look at these guns. It's too good. Change stance. I think he's lame. I think I know already he's lame. Shoot, 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 shoot. I think he's lame. I think he's lame. That's pretty crazy. The girls are the coolest because they got projectiles. Healing. Do I need to say it? I invented healing. And remember, it's very hard, so we can get the big experience bonus. I guess that's the secret. And then you switch. I like that you switch. So then, are all of his powers going to switch? Because that's kind of cheap. He's got two attacks on one button. That's pretty good. They respawn. Oh, because there's this portal here. His guns aren't that exciting. He's just a conquistador. And they have guns too. Skill points. I know about that. So let's get a couple more powers. Alright, I got a circle power now. It's on very hard, so they're respawning. I got a circle power now. Damn. Alright, now let's switch and then use that. Alright, so Rapier. So he uses his rapid fire, circles his rapid fire, swing, slice. Let's shoot him, don't run away. I like that, It's kind of just like a circus act, but okay, I like his guns. I like shooting, what can I say? Maybe healing cures poison. Well, if you're gonna give all the enemies projectiles as well, that's not really that much fun. That's not really that much fun. I think he sucks. I think the dwarf was cooler. I think the dwarf was cooler. Maybe it's these swords, and the axes just seem heavier. And then you gotta switch to the guns and shoot him. Hey man, that high elf was just too good. I think that's what happens. Oh no, I'm bone dry. I'm bone dry. Oh no. I'm in the desert and I'm running low on supplies. Then you gotta move. Alright, what other power do I have? What shitty power do I have in this shitty character? Engineer? It's gonna be the engineer? Maybe this level's just whack. Let's see what my square does. It's a roll. What about when I don't have my guns out? It's still a roll. Yeah, man, these guys aren't that exciting. They say they're, you know, the story wiki makes them sound like they're the most fearsome, but then on the battlefield, you know, getting their parched, getting parched. Oh, when you keep the guns out, I think the guns are just way cooler. I mean, if you're gonna swing, you might as well swing from far away. Still locked in place. So when he rolls, yeah, the guns are just way better. When he's gonna roll, and then he twirls around like a ballerina. Stand here shooting. I think also in Darksiders Genesis, wasn't that the whole idea? The one character is melee and the other character has guns, and I like the guns more. Go watch that episode and tell me. Even the skeleton's bored. This game sucks. Just walking away from me. Let me see if I can get to the end of this level at the very least. I don't like this guy at all. I think he's boring. Archetype ability, switches weapons. Yeah. Witch Hunter. So that's kind of an idea in these types of games that, no, that was a mistake. That was my mistake. The steampunk engineer who like to use technology to prove what a big brain he has. I don't know what would make me come back to this game. I think it's simple. Like I said, the character that you like playing. But you know, I mean, there's other games like Baldur's Gate and Darksiders that stands out because there is a story, and then something like Path of Exile, or even Warhammer Inquisitor, it's like there's a path to follow. Yeah, I think I'm just not into this character build. I love the mage and I like the dwarf. That Crusader guy actually might be fine. If you can unlock like cool powers for him. I don't think I'm into this guy. I bet you is he gonna die? I bet you that elf and even the engineer might be cool. I'm tempted by that. Let's see if I can reach the end of the level with this guy. Oh, maybe I've gotten loot. Because the higher difficulty shouldn't just... It should give me more loot, not only faster levels up. Let's see. Use skills. I got a hat. What about... I have some pants. I already have some guns. Busting guns. What one seems good? What do I have? Damage, max energy, damage over time. But damage is -5. Fuck that. I'll get -5 counterattack damage. Nah. I think it's set up the way it is. Just stand off screen and wait for them to come to you. I almost feel like it doesn't satisfy. It's closer to an action game than an ARPG. It seems like, with the few I've played, it's not really satisfying that ARPG element that players like. You know, I know what players like, I know what players want. Where am I trying to get to here? Reach the base camp. But these guys are respawning, aren't they? Didn't I come down from that way? Oh shit. Maybe the map. I have a feeling I want to go... I have a feeling that I want to go up through here. Yeah, see new treasure. Reach the base camp. Whoa, what am I doing on here? I got my whip again. I must have accidentally pressed the analog stick. Pick that up, pick that up. I think those red orbs fucking damage me. Where am I going here? Reach the base camp. And you would want to kill enemies to get the experience, obviously. I like that sound effect. This is where I fucking started. Alright. Reach the base camp. It's a desert. To find the master, you must travel in a spiral. Turn that shitty sound effect off. You motherfucker, dude. Come on. What about, down here? What down here? I'm getting tired of picking all this shit up. I mean, the level's bunk. The level's bunk. The level's bunk and so's that character. The level's bunk and so's that character. You want to try more? Change hero again? Create again? Just do them all? I'm curious about this engineer. Alright, fine. We read her backstory, let's go. Change difficulty to very hard. And then play. I'll play from the prologue.
Not all dwarves are delvers in the earth or master smiths.
Not all dwarves are delvers in the... Come on,
creating
man.
wondrous machines from steel, wood, and stone.
What is this? Some
to be an engineer ever
game
since
where
you
you're a
were
dwarf
young
and you have a
dwarf,
fortress or
growing
something?
up
Come
in
on.
your father's workshop at Karazakarak. Your father, Gunnar Torkelsson, was one of the greatest engineers of his generation, and being his only child, he taught you everything he knew. In time, you helped him design and build some of his greatest feats of engineering. But the life of an engineer was not without risk.
It really looks like a
Harnessing the
cartoon,
power
a
of
kid's
fire
cartoon.
and steam demanded precise craftsmanship and the finest materials. Any error, no matter how slight, could lead to disaster. There was no way to know for certain what had caused the explosion. It could have been
She
any
blew up her own
1,000
grandfather?
things, but you blamed yourself nonetheless.
She was a terrible
Though
engineer.
your father would recover, his days as an engineer were likely over. Tormented by shame, you left Karazakarak to seek your fortunes in the old world. It was well known that humans valued dwarf craftsmanship in all its forms, so you traveled to Null
got this big
in hopes
hammer
of
with a
offering
wheel on
your
it.
skills to the Empire's famous gunnery school.
It's like, what can you,
You
do?
arrived
Well,
in
I
Null
blow up all my
to find the
contraptions.
Imperial
Alright, you're a
throne
gunner.
Vacant, and the Empire in tatters, following a succession of pretenders and centuries of civil war. The gunnery school was but a shadow of its former glory, but the remaining engineers gladly welcomed you into their ranks. Your work at the gunnery school had barely begun when news of the Chaos invasion reached the city. As Magnus of Nuln rallied the people to resist the invaders, you and your fellow engineers readied the Empire's ancient guns for war.
Alright,
At
let's do it up. I'm an engineer.
It was an age of lawlessness and despair.
What's all that noise?
away. I wonder who, So, this is our... What? This is our tower and it gets invaded? Oh, she has Dublo! And then she, blows a wisp of smoke at him. She has Dublo. Blows him up. Good damage. Again, just like the dwarf. Fun, swinging, fast melee. Alright. Moves fast. What is her, what is that? I don't know what her, ability is. It's like gunpowder. Skill points. Gotcha. New power. And healing. Alright, so we're leveling up fast. High difficulty. Use a potion. What does circle do? We'll find out the next enemy. I want to know what my R stick does. You don't go up there. They need to mandate that I press L1. What is this now? Change equipment. I get it. Let's go. It's a tutorial, no big deal. What does circle do? Damn, it spits spit hot fire. So it's the same spell as my mage. That's pretty interesting. What, she's got a hot head? Kind of interesting. I want to know what her zipline power is, like another dwarf. Just taking a lot of them. Here we go. Archetype ability is Jet of Steam. Wow, exciting. By tilting R in a desired direction, she consumes her overheating charges and releases a jet of steam that deals fire to damage. If overheating crosses a certain threshold, it triggers a powerful explosion. So, okay, so my moves kind of fire me up. Where's my steam jet? So my steam jet is that counter above the circle icon. And I can let off steam by blowing it at him, and it doesn't... I wonder if I can blow steam as I'm also swinging. And look at this. Look at my steam engine. And eventually cause an explosion. Does it damage me or my friends? I mean the enemies. Technically, you can hold... Look at... Alright, I'm holding X. And now I'm holding the analog stick and X. And technically, it'll shoot it out a little bit. And I can hold it in a different direction. And I can build it up. I can build up steam. It's kind of interesting. I like that other dwarf zip line. And then I can blow it out. Blow it out my ass. It's kind of a... I mean, depends how much damage it does. It's like an extra attack. It depends how much damage it really does.
As you reach the throne room, the air seems...
There are...
Dwarves in the fortress, let's go down. Let's see, let's try this cave. I'm kind of curious about these melee builds. I mean, it seems like they're all fucking whack. I like the dwarf, he was fun, he could zip around. I would play him before I played that knight or the Templar. I don't know, that guy didn't seem to have very fun powers. I guess I quit really soon. But what did he... Oh no, because I didn't quit really soon. I got like 4 attacks and they're all just some stupid charge. He was whack. Energy management. I'm not gonna manage shit, dude. What am I, some fucking Walmart salary man? I mean, I'm not managing anything. She breaks it all. And so circle is my fire breath. What happens with that steam? Does it dissipate on its own? You know, you don't use it or lose it? Yeah, it dissipates on its own, so you want to... It's just kind of like an, after you're done fighting, I guess, it's just something to add into your repertoire, right? Oh, I died. Oh, shit. You're dead. You're fucking dead as shit. Defeated several options, but if you quit a level, start from the beginning. Pay to revive. What? I don't care. Pay to revive. I'm good here. Now just remember to heal. See, melee is dangerous.
Vital signs are weak.
She gets fucked up, dude. She's dead. She's dead as shit. And you fart this steam out of you. So here's the thing: if you don't use that steam, it goes away anyway. I want to see that steam blow up. I want to see that steam blow up. I mean, the difficulty is high. That was kind of the whole point. She's fucked. She's fucked. Give up. What do I do? Well, let me tell you. Since I did all but one, I might as well check out. I might as well check out the archer. Might as well. Might as well. Change hero. New character. Wood Elf Scout. Snaking between her enemies while sowing death in their ranks with grace and ferocity. Run-on sentence. Alessa is a ruthless archer who prefers cunning over brutality. Her knowledge of nature allows her to call upon powerful allies and set lethal traps to control her opponents, while she finishes them off from afar with her arrows and deadly poisons. So kind of like Pocahontas in the Sega Genesis game. Alessa is a young wood elf from the Aethel Loren, but now roams the old world in search of adventure. Feisty and fearless, she hunts her enemies in the shadows with a vengeful spirit. Let's do it. And now I want to do change difficulty, and we're going to do very hard again. And we're going to play, and I'm going to play this one, Chapter 6, Forces of
Wood
Non.
Elf is one of tireless service to the great forest of Aethel Loren, protecting it from those who would do it harm.
Aethel Loren?
Sometimes,
I think I've been to that
it
store.
happens that a young Azrai is born with an urge to wander.
I honestly don't give a shit.
And
I'm pretty much done with this game. It's a 7 out of 10. It's fun, it's good, it's fine. It's not great. Inquisitor's cooler. There are a lot of beat-em-up games and ARPGs that just do it bigger. You know. Alright, so she's got a roll and she's got a shot. I'm telling you, projectiles are the way to go in these games. It's just too fun. It's clearly fun. And she's fast. Hey, maybe this is the best. Maybe I saved the best for last. And I have a fairy. Maybe this chick is really good. Do I have infinite dodge? I seem to have a lot of dodge. The main quest. The main quest. What am I? Wood Elf.
Master Folk was right.
Pick all that shit up. Damn, she really rips them. Do I have poison arrows too? And a big roll. I like this girl, she's fast. Dodge. Hey, this character's fun. You see? Projectiles movement. She ricochets shots. It's too good. It's too good. Nice. Blast them up. So then what would encourage you to keep playing? If you like the character, you like their powers, it's fun to fight, you want to level them up. Whoop, that was a mistake. But then, yeah, I mean, I'm a big story guy. It's a big motivation. I want to know what happens to the characters. And I want to go to new levels and fight new enemies. And figure out what happens. So I don't know, I think of a lot of games. Inquisitor, PoE, Darksiders, Baldur's Gate. What was the other one that I really liked? Zenith? A lot of these games, let's focus on games that are these like top-down, you know, top-down style games. Not you know, Nioh, Elden Ring. None of that stuff. Let's think about the style of game that's going to be top-down. The combat's got to work a certain way. Character leveling needs to be... That's your motive? Leveling your character and building? And the combat's fun, and knowing, I can't wait to kill this enemy, to get more experience, to level up my character. It's not even about looting. Huh, okay. And then maybe you don't want... I don't know. Why would you not want... I'm the one who wants a new level to look at and travel through, and a cutscene to tell me about my character and their story. That will definitely motivate me to finish a game. But not everybody needs that or wants that, and you shouldn't make it if that's not going to be the focus of the game. Because there are a lot of players of video games that just give me the action, or especially a PC game, just give me the system to work in and manage. Because I don't need the story, I don't want the story. It's annoying, it bothers me. I'm a story guy, I'm an art guy. I want that novelty. So if you know your player base doesn't need it, save your resources and don't bother. Like all these audio logs, we hate audio logs. All these lore text pages, but I think there are plenty more gamers that love reading than like standing and listening. Because you can read fast. You guys read fast. You're not like me, 4 eyes reading one word at a time. I mean, you can read whole pages at once, just by blinking. So you go, yeah, give me the literature, because there's information there and there's novelty there. There's prose, story. They would rather read the story because they could parse the information quicker, learn about the plot and what's going on. And so for me, I like watching a cutscene. Yeah, let me sit back and relax and watch this. But for anybody else, you want me to sit and listen? You want me to listen to somebody talk about something I don't even care about? Have you ever even tried to do that before? So I'm going, yeah, these walk-in chats and these audio logs, especially when it's just like, we were on the Ishimura and we were so scared. What's that noise? Ah! It's like, okay, wow. That's what you that's what you need to tell me the story for? Come on, man. These arrows are bouncing off. So like I've said so many times, the dialogue, it's not a good way to tell the story, because it literally tells it. It doesn't show it an event happening or characters meeting or fighting or whatever. And also, it's a bad way to give objectives, because it's just, you have to wait. You have to wait for them to talk. There's no 2 times speed on the walk-in chats in video games to skim through. Alessa's archetype ability is a tactical role. Use it to escape dangerous situations. Yeah, she seems fun and fast. I got circle and I got square. Let's try them out. Circle is a wide shot, and what's square? Whoa! Batarang! Hey, this character's good too. I think I like these archers. Circle is the wide shot. Alright, circle's the wide shot. Yeah, this game kind of reminds me of Crimson Land. This game reminds me of like Smash TV Crimson Land. More beat-em-up action game than an ARPG. So I don't know. She can get out of there. Damn, she really clears the fucking room. I'm in poison though, so those red markers seem bad. Who's my little Tinkerbell fairy? Wow, it turned out worth checking out all those other characters. Well, there you go. That's how it is in fighting games too. You really gotta find a main. Let's get out of there. Square is the, I feel like I want to switch to square and circle powers, which I could do. I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy. She's really, and look how long I'm staying alive with these, projectile characters. She doesn't have the energy. At least she can always roll, it seems. This character's good. More of this dungeon guild. You kind of don't want to venture too far forward because you trigger a lot of the other guys. You kind of want to manage the mobs that you can handle.
I need to focus.
I need to focus. I need to focus. You can't see me. I need to focus. I need to focus. I guess I don't need to stand right next to them if I have a bow and they have a fist in their club. This was worth checking out. I'm glad I finally got to do it. Since I played Warhammer Inquisitor, I definitely want to check out Chaosbane, and I'm glad I was able to play the PS5 version. I think it's solid and it's fun. If you have friends who want to play, it's free on PlayStation Plus Games Catalog. If you guys like beat-em-ups and action RPGs, you can, you know, I'll log on and grind them up. I like that Dwarf Slayer, I like the Elf, and I certainly like the Mage. I think the rest of the characters could be cool. You'll have to look up build guides on them to see like what powers they get, if they're any interesting. I think maybe I was too harsh on the I think the Engineer would be cool, and I also think that the Knight of the Templar, he might be cool too if he gets more powers. I was so right about that stupid pirate though. He's whack. But I mean, 5 out of 6 ain't bad. 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Rescue the prisoners. That's what I've been trying to do. The trapped engineers. Well, if they're trapped, can't they just build their way out? Like, I like all the numbers coming on the screen. Look at that.
I think without Lauren is too weak.
I should probably check my inventory and see if she's got any cool clothing. Unlock Spiral Cult. Oh my god. This girl has the coolest powers. So X is like a defensive spell. Square is this persistent screen spell. Circle's wide shot, X is forward shot. You got the roll. This character is good. Told you, man. Let's throw it out there and see if they fall on it.
I must first recharge my energy.
I must first recharge my energy. So I guess your X power costs nothing. Because she never seems to run out. She only runs out of everything else.
Without Lauren is too weak.
And yeah, I think using basic skills refunds your the rest of your skills. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me let's see what's going on here. Let's see what helmet I want to wear. Let's do that one. Down. Can I use the D-pad on here? Analog stick's a little bit slippery. Yeah, just that one. They're both equipped. My bow. My powers. I think the powers are good. Where's my... Oh, triangle is, Wait, so... I don't have the, I don't have the mana. I was wondering, that triangle spell... Does that... That doesn't circle around me, it places it on the ground. Okay, okay. Still good, though. Still good, though. So where are these dumb prisoners? These engineers who got lost. There's no time restraint. Let's ignore these guys until I can get, like, toward a lot of them. Nobody's even up there. Let's see if we can find these engineers who got lost because they're such eggheads. They're so smart they got lost. Damn, I got health back from that. What was the deal there? I think my triangle power, my triangle power might bring them back. Bring them back to me. Or maybe the green number is poison. That's the other thing too. When I was playing PoE, I did. It's like I found this 3 green sword, and I put 3 green gems in it that were poison, and then I got a bow and made that poison. So I kind of became an inadvertent poison build, and it was really fucking them up. You can watch that video on my YouTube channel too. Played on the PS4 and it crashes? That's pretty insane. but it was certainly fun. I beat that flame boss. I think the fact that PoE at least has like a quest. So basically, I'm hyped for what's it, Diablo 4. This concept of adding a bit of RPG elements to a top-down action game with character building was extremely appealing to me. So I was trying to figure out, you know, how do you play these types of games? You know, which one might I like? I think Diablo is going to be the one that I really fall into, because I see the, like, as long as you play, the idea of Diablo is like, from what I've seen of D2 and 3, as long as you play and you're getting experience, the level ups are automatic. You kind of select your layout. Enemies drop loot. You can sort through the loot, and so you really your character's really like changing and developing as you play, and you can really just focus on dungeon crawling and like slashing through stuff. And there is that town where you get to talk to people, which I won't want to do, and I'll bitch about. And you know, like in Monkey Island, like go to the tavern and get the dialogue options so you can activate the quest. And I'll be pissy, and then I won't know how to buy a weapon or forge it in the cube, and I'll have to look it up on the wiki, and I'll get pissy, but it'll be fine. I complain every time a game isn't designed the way that I want it to be. Let's see if we can save this guy over here. This quest is turning out kind of long. It is on, I think it's on the higher difficulty. I didn't want to roll in there. Wow, this character's cool. Look at all the damage you're doing to all these guys. What other power do I have? I kind of don't look at... I never look at... Like, I was thinking about that. A lot of these competitive games now, even like first-person shooters and shit, Overwatch is a good example. They have these RPG elements of, like, you have an attack or an ability assigned to a button, and it has a mana cost, and there's cooldown, and it's like, okay, and Divine Knockout was like that, and I think, but if I'm in, it's one thing if you're playing an RPG and you need to manage attack cost, but in an action game, in a versus game, in a fighting game, there's no way that you want to be managing. There's no way you want to be managing attack cost, because it's like these are split-second, moment-to-moment encounters where like the enemy's in the perfect position, it's the perfect time. Now's the right time to do a low forward kick, and it's like, oh, it's not cooled down. It's like, well, that's stupid, because it's not like I want to do a low forward kick, but it's cooling down. No, it's like I'm in the right moment to do a low forward kick. Why can't I do it? Oh, it's in cooldown. Well, by the time it warms up, the enemy's going to move out of position, and that's going to be the wrong move to do. Like, that idea of attaching cooldown to attacks in an action game, it's just convoluted. It's a detail people can pay attention to. It's a reason why they can explain what they tried that didn't work or what they tried that lost. It's just like, it's a detail. Nobody looks down and says, what can I do? Let me look at what powers are available. Nobody says, I want to do this move, but instead of just trying it and then it goes, I look down and, oh, before I try it, let me look and see if it's cooled down and it's available and I'm allowed. It's like, that's too many steps. Your eyes are not looking there. That's the wrong way to make decisions in an action game, in a fighting game, in a combat game. It's developers. I don't know, but kudos to the developers trying to incorporate design elements of one genre into theirs, you know. Taking an RPG element and putting it into like a first-person, a multiplayer first-person shooter. I mean, if there's one thing we need right now, it's new ideas before we can get to the good ideas. So I can't fault developers for trying different stuff. Like I said, I really liked, I laughed when I saw Forspoken's nail polish, and then I thought, you know, this is one of the most original ideas I've ever seen in the game. How can I get upset at them? Like, it's unique and original. It's probably appealing to fans who want, you know, a female protagonist. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's no different than Rings. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a really good and unique idea, and it's charming. I can't wait to play that game either. Where are these damn engineers? Where are they? Oh, I forgot about this move too.
My link with Athelorn is too
I need more mana. I don't need more pockets, I need more mana. They're coming from behind. I like this character too. Fun and agile. Maybe more effective than even the mage. Maybe more effective even than the mage. Big damage. And she's got the roll seems infinite. Oh damn it! But I'll tell you what doesn't: the wide shot. I'll tell you what's not infinite: the wide shot.
don't have the energy.
At least they still strike with like melee.
Oh, I need to focus.
What else do you have? I've never healed once with her. Yeah, managing healing is way less necessary when you can roll out of the way of all their slow melee attacks on very hard difficulty.
Sigma only.
Sigma only. Let's get these engineers and call it, will ya? Call it a day. I like that wide shot. It's effective. So, hey, look at that. I collected that red power-up. What is this? Whoa! What the fuck did I just do? I collected this red power-up and hit L2, and holy shit, I'm a demonic. Have I been missing out on this the whole time? Damn, imagine if you're a melee character doing a, you know, turtle power spin attack. So maybe I want those red. I want the chaos. I'm the Slayer, the Chaosbane. Maybe he was an added, so I like these powers. What about R2? I wonder what that does.
What?
So what other skills do you get? Oh, R1. R1's probably the next one. And then what? L1 or R2? Let's see if she's got any good gear. She's got any good gear. We'll turn that on. We'll turn this knife on. We'll just do. We'll turn these gloves on. My pants. What? My boots. Fragile ring. Cost reduction, cooldown reduction, extra gold. Put that one on, and put oh my god. All right. Here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna. What about unequipped? Here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna unequip and we're gonna unequip the rings. The rings are weird. All right. Cost effectiveness and cooldown, and then cost effectiveness. All right. Cost effective cooldown. All right. Ugh. Short bow. Big upgrade to who cares about defense? I want attack. Alright. Sometimes they start looking different.
I don't have the energy.
They get all sad.
Oh, I don't have the energy.
She's got nothing. Maybe I should kill this big guy. Yeah, I think so. He might spawn more.
Oh, thank the God.
I didn't know I'd be able to talk to him until I fixed him.
Oh, I need to prepare myself for that.
Yeah, okay, don't get close. Don't get close. No, you're in there. got big health. Let's fuck him up. Let's use these pillars to block.
I'm hurt.
I'm hurt. How far does that reach? Let's use all the powers. Let's use all my powers on it.
Focus.
Yeah, put it where he is. Put it where he is.
Time.
Now he's getting aggressive because he's got anger. I beat him. Beat him at his own game. I wonder if X is better because it's linear. And yeah, run through that to get me. Run through that to get me. He's fucked. Damn! What'd I get? Leave the foundry. I feel like he dropped something good. Leave the foundry. Okay. The arrow's pointing me where to go. Go like all the way to the end of this level. And gotta find your way back. They could just leave like a little warp point for me. A bit of a quality of life. Oh! A bit of quality of life, huh? A bit of quality of life, huh?
Fighting with Avalon is too weak.
You gotta get out there alive. They slow down.
Don't have the energy.
Cool. They slow down. I wonder what's doing that to him. Collect this gold. This character wound up being pretty cool. Maybe even more fun than the mage. I mean, I had a shitload of fun. What do you have to say, Tacitus?
You were right, Masterfolk. The Imperial Gunnery School has been seized by the servants of Nurgle.
We will know more once I've had a chance to speak with my colleagues. You've done well, my friend. Return to me when you are ready and I'll share what I've learned.
Alright, quest rewards. Well, I think that was a hearty first Let's Playthrough of Warhammer Chaosbane Slayer Edition on the PlayStation 5, now available on the PS Plus Extra Games catalog while supplies last. I think the High Elf Mage was among the best, and this Wood Elf Archer is probably my favorite. Super fast and fun, a lot of attacks, looking pretty good. And everybody in between the melee characters, not bad at all. I like the dwarf, and I bet the engineer would be cool too if we could explore them. But that's for you to decide. That's for you to decide. I think the game is smooth, and I think if you're excited about Warhammer, the action is there. Is the story there? Is the RPG there? First impression is it's a bit light, but I don't know. Satisfying fun. Maybe if you like Baldur's Gate. This is like the pick up and play action game for you. Warhammer Chaosbane Slayer Edition.